Hi guys, happy 2020. We are back with the first bar routine of the new year, and it is going to be for total body. So all you will need for this routine is a mat, something for a little bit of balance like a chair, and a set of light to medium hand weights, and we will go ahead and get started. All right, so first bar routine. Let's do this dance. So give me a little shake out here. Just roll out the shoulders a little bit. Shake off the sleep. That's how I feel right now. Just shake off the sleep. And then go ahead, take arms. We're going to stack it here like a little genie. So cute. Inhale. On your exhale, you're just going to start with our knee lifts. So knees coming up to the forearms here. Navel stays in nice and tight. Head is lifted, so chin is off the chest, and just nice steady pace here. So just kind of aiming the knees for the arms. If you don't make contact there, NBD, but just gives you somewhere to push toward. And we'll start to add a little pullback here. So every time leg comes up, squeezing shoulder blades together in the back. So building a little bit of heat, which I feel like I need right now because it is a bit chilly. I'm ready for summer. Go for 4, 3, 2, and we'll take a twist here. So elbow toward opposite knee, just twisting through the center. Keeping elbows nice and wide. Feel like I'm already out of breath. Post-holidays. First filming post-holidays. That's how this is going to go. And go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it down. Feet in a first position here, so heels together, toes pointing out. Squeeze everything nice and tight so backs and knees are touching. Inhale. On your exhale, lift heels. Touch back down. So really light touch down, pop it up. Light touch, lift up. Rotating the heels forward slightly. Squeezing the butt nice and tight, and of course, zipping up the abs, keeping navel drawn in. So again, just building a little bit of heat in the legs, getting the ankles nice and warm and ready for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So make sure you have space to one side of you here. From that first position, you'll just draw one leg up, knee is turned open, toes are pointed, and we'll drop down into a nice little side lunge, touch, side lunge, touch. So your standing leg will stay straight there. You're just pushing off of it, land nice and light, touch back in. Land light, touch back in. So if you're huffing and puffing a little bit like I am after the holidays, last one here, and bring it down and we'll switch sides. Know that this is not a cardio bar routine, in theory. Might become that way, and we'll go ahead switch sides here. Sometimes that just happens. So touch up. Should be able to just float that leg up, find a bit of stability there. And let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Good. So back to that first position here. Now we'll take a Demi Plie right into that releve. So little bend in the knees, pop it up. Little bend and lift. Bend, lift. So slightly fuller range than before. Again, really nice little stretch for the ankles here. We tend not to show them too much love. Sad ankles. Go for 4, 3, 2. We'll stay up on 1 and just pulse it right here. So squeezing butt tight for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Give it a little shake out there. So quick little kind of mat-based warm-up here. We're just going to take a plank interim with a little bit of a hip opener. So from the end of your mat, walk the hands down the legs, forward into plank, step right foot to the outside of right hand, hold it there for just a second,
Step it back. Keeping legs straight, we'll just walk hands in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it back out. 4, 3, 2, 1. We step left. So make sure as you step, you're getting the heel fully down. And as you come to that plank and take that step, shoulders will be stacked over wrists. And you could stay in that wide lunge a little bit longer than I am. If you really want to hold it there, feel free. Creating a little pocket, just drawing the navel up into it. And we'll just do one more on each side. And last one here, step and step it back and keeping the legs straight. Now we'll just crawl the hands all the way back in toward the feet here. Let the head just dangle for a second. So nice and heavy. You can take a little bit of a sway out there. Letting arms go, letting head go. Nod the head yes. Shake it out no. Nod it yes again. Get amped up. Put a bend in the knees. Slowly roll back up to standing. Give the shoulders a big shrug back. Okay, let's go ahead, grab those weights here. So like I said, light to medium weights. What have I got here? 1.5 kilos. That seems to be my go-to for these bar routines. I would say anywhere between 1 and 2 kilos, which would be 2 to 3-ish pounds. So we'll start here with legs super wide, press down through the heels, turn toes out. Arms are in our victory stance, because we will be victorious eventually. So elbows in line with the shoulders here. We're going to squat down, bring elbows together. In line with the shoulders, press back. So I don't want you to see it just bring palms together like that, elbows wide, and not the same thing. Elbows come to kiss, press it back. And make sure you are keeping butt tucked here. So back should be really, really flat like you are sliding down a wall. Keep going with these. I'm just gonna show you a side angle. So what we do not want is this, yeah? Butt popping back. You wanna keep it tucked, flat back, push knees back. Yeah? All good? Check it. Makes such a difference for the inner and outer thighs. And give me 3, 2, 1. Drop it back down here. Hold elbows here. And you're just going to pulse that little plie. So arms are just holding here. Might be feeling a little bit of a burn in them already. Excellent. And give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now drop low in the legs, little pulses up here. So just keeping those forearms parallel. Again, elbows as close together as possible. Little punch up, up, up. Sink lower into the legs. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're not done. Now you're just gonna pulse it out, out, nice and wide. Pulse back in, in. Let's not forget about the legs. So if you were sliding up higher here, drop it down low. Get a little weight in the tailbone. Sink down into it. We're just going in and out. Couple more here. Couple more is plenty. And last one. And we're gonna keep arms out to the sides now. So right hand, our victory stance again. You're just going to give me a little curl here. So touch weights to shoulders, pop up the right heel, extend out. So you can keep a little bit of softness, same heel again, in those elbows as you extend. You don't have to extend all the way straight, nor should you, because that can be a little bit hard on those joints, but nice little elevated curl here. Touch in and out. Touch in. Again, make sure tailbone is not creeping its way up and you are maintaining that tuck. Should get a nice little shake on that release for 4,
3, 2, and 1. Keep the heel up, extend the arms back out. You're gonna pulse right here. So the farther the arms are out, harder it's gonna be, but just pulse it here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that heel up, little pulse, lift, lift, lift. Sink lower. Good, give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take a second side. So that heel rests down. You're gonna lift left heel as we curl. Drop it as you extend. Lift, extend. Stay low here. So now the legs should be feeling a burn. Feels good to be back to that burn. And if we've made it this far into January and this is your first workout of the year, no worries. You can start anytime. So it's never too late to start. It's always a good time. But just know that that first one back is usually going to be the hardest. Go for 3, 2, and 1. Keep heel up, extend arms long, pulse it right here. Turning that heel forward, knee rotating open. Give me 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little pulses here. How are those shoulders feeling? This is why I've gone for the 1.5 kilos. See, I knew it was coming. But you could always get rid of the weights here as well and just go with the weight of your very own arms for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, heel comes down. You're gonna wrap both arms to the front here now. Bring the hands together. Lift up overhead, pop both heels, bring it down, press back, squeeze shoulder blades together. So it's a wrap, stay low, heels up, down, back. Nice and slow and steady. Hopefully you guys are getting a nice little shake like I am right now. It's on that release, so make sure you're not cheating it and just letting the heels smack back down. Slow that release. Find that shake with me. Let's knock out 4 more here. Probably some of you guys know what's coming next. Not your first rodeo. Last one here, and we hold, and we pulse, and we pulse, and we pulse some more. Good, so keep pressing those knees wide. That's gonna help with the stability. Keep pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold 1 for 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Good, so for now, we will pop those weights off to one side. Keep them handy, we're gonna come back to them. And if you have like a chair or something for a little bit of stability, now would be the time to grab that. Maybe earlier was even the time to grab it, but definitely now. So give the legs a quick little shake out here, shake out the arms. We stay standing for now. So let's start with feet pointing forward. Whichever leg is on the outside of your balance device, you're gonna open up into a wide number 4 here. So that knee will point open to the side. Soft bend in your standing leg. Inhale. On your exhale, you're just gonna push it back. Inhale, draw back in. So exhale, lift. Inhale in. I want you to imagine that you have a wall in front of you. So we're not gonna like pow, headbutt the wall as the leg comes up. You're gonna stay lifted, you're gonna stay back from that wall. You can imagine that there's like a big terrible cockroach looking you right in the eyes on that wall. It's pretty much the worst thing I can think of. Like, absolute worst creature on the planet, cockroach. Comment below if you agree. And like, I've lived with like more dangerous things, like poisonous things. I've had scorpions in an apartment I lived in. Roaches are still the worst. I would still rather have a scorpion than a roach. Fact. So there's a roach looking right into your eyes, looking into your soul. soulful roach as we do that little lift. But the important thing is you've got a nice lifted chest here. Go for 3, 2, last one, keep it up. Little tiny baby pulses. I want you to check here for a second. First of all, make sure that knee is back behind the line of the hip so you can give it a little extra push back. Also make sure that the knee is staying turned open. So you're not just like going here, straight back. You're not in like this. It is back, it is open. We are tall and proud. And very, very minimal, in fact, no weight in whatever you're using for balance. So it's there for a little bit of balance. You can just use 2 fingers there. That's all it should take. Keep pulsing here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your inhale, when you squeeze the heel as tight to the butt as you can, exhale, extend back on that diagonal. Inhale in, exhale, extend. So the knee will stay in one place. You're just hinging at the knee. Navel is drawing in super, super tight here. Standing leg is nice and stable. You might feel outer thigh and glute on the standing or the supporting leg a little bit more. No worries if that's the case. It's not, remember, it's not a real cramp. It's gonna start feeling crampy. That's just your muscles working. Tell them to pipe it down. Go for 4. And 3, 2, last one, we're gonna keep it long, toes pointed, and pulse it right there. So really, really big emphasis here on the length of that leg. I don't care how high you are pulsing it, but I want that leg long. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put a bend back in it, draw all the way in. We're just gonna combo. Lift, extend, bend, return. Lift, extend, bend, return. So again, hopefully getting a nice little shake on here. First little bar shake of the new year. Unless you've been doing some of my old routines, but this is the first one. It's gonna be up in 2020. There'll be more coming though. And if you have a specific request, of course, let me know. And go for 3, 2, last little finale move here. You're gonna keep it long, do a little tiny baby bend, extend, push, push. So now that roach, it's a flying roach. It's landed on your ankle, kick it off. This is getting real. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. And if you've never seen a flying roach, what a charmed life you've led. Or maybe just like a life that never like was south. A life full of like deep freezes, which in this case would be slightly charmed compared to roaches. Okay, so I'm gonna stop with the roach talk now. It ends here. So onto that other side, just move your little balance item, or you can turn around, flip the other direction. Open up again your outside knee. Standing leg is a little bit soft. Inhale, exhale, lift behind, touch it back in. It feels so good to be on a slightly fresh side. I'm not gonna say it's fully fresh, but like, comparatively, sure. So navel tucking in really nice and tight here. So try to find as much of that stability on your own as you possibly can. Again, the chair is just there, like 2 fingers. You could do all of this without anything to balance as well. I just like to have it there on this one because I really want to focus on the legs. And if you're like, ooh, swinging around all over the place, it can make it hard to keep that focus there. But it's always optional. That's the beauty of barre. You don't really need anything to do it, except for your own legs. We're going for fairly high reps here, which I know will just delight everybody, amuse and delight. And go for 3, 2, get ready for those pulses, always ready for pulses, little tiny pulses. So again, make sure knee is back behind line of hip and you're not closing off, dropping it down. We stay proud. So just squeezing that corner. If you want to just take a hand, you should feel that motion generating from there. And again, I would recommend just lifting away, going hands-free here for just a second to make sure that you're not swinging so much all over the place. If you are, the core is not tight. So tighten up. Make sure that all of the motion is isolated to that one corner. And go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, heel to butt. Exhale, extend. So knee is still behind the line of the hip. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. Nice deep breaths here. Few more. And let's go for 2. We keep it long on 1 and little baby pulses there. So again, just squeezing that corner. You should feel it a little bit into the oblique as well. And keep it pulsing. Pulse like you mean it. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend, retract, and we lift, extend. So a little combo move. Love a good combo. Combos make the world go round. Also the other day, somebody reminded me of the 90s snack cracker combos. Does anybody remember those? I don't think they exist anymore. So you will probably only be aware of them if you lived through the 90s, and specifically the 90s in the United States, I'm thinking. They were terrible, which is probably why they are no longer with us. RIP combos. Good 90s snacks, Dunkaroos. Just a solid Dunkaroo. And go for 2. Last one, and then a little finale move here. Victory lap, micro bend, extend, bend, extend. Check in with that standing leg. Make sure you have a little micro bend in it as well. And keep going here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And done. Good. Give it a little shake out. So I'm going to give you like 10 seconds here. You're going to get your chair, whatever you're using, out of the way, and we are going to drop it down to the mat. All right. Mat o'clock here. So we're going to start off with some triceps. We did a lot of like biceps, shoulders, not a lot of triceps. It's their time to shine. So hands are going to come down right underneath the shoulders here. Fingertips are pointing forward. Make sure you're not going too wide. You're just directly underneath the shoulders. Feet hip distance apart. We're going to scoop up here. So you're lifted here. Shoulders will stay over the wrists. We're going to bend the elbows, touch, exhale, lift. So we're just going to go for 10 of these. So make sure that you keep pressing shoulders back, squeezing elbows together. So sometimes I like to do these with a circle band around the upper arms to keep the elbows in line. That's a fun time. So if you've got one, feel free to use it. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now surely you didn't think it would just be 10 and done. No, it's another 10 with a variation. So we're going to add a march this time. So same thing happens up top, but this time, every time you drop down, you're going to take a knee up. So we'll just alternate again. 10 is the magic number. Here we go. Here's 10. And 3, 2, 1. Good. Again, quick break there. Give the wrists a little shake out. Woo! And still not done. 20 is not enough. No. When will it be enough? That's for me to know. Next one, you're going to add a leg extension. So we pop it up again. Right leg is out long here. As you drop down, that knee is going to tuck in. So just like that, yeah? Here we go. 10. Keep squeezing elbows together. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, now, we can't just leave it on one side, can we? Side 2. Side 2, here we go. Same thing. You guys are getting the hang of it. Left leg long in 3, 2, 1. And 4, 3, 2, 1. There's 40 down. That's feeling pretty A-okay. But I say 10 more. I say we finish with 10 more good ones, and then that'll be that. So I'm gonna give you guys some options here. You can either go back to the march, you can go back to the very first ones we did. That's a nice one to end on. You could even extend it a bit. So what I mean by that is that you would step the feet a little farther away. 10 here. And 3, 2, 1. There we go. Now we're done with those. Give it a nice little shake out there. We're gonna wrap things up with some abs. What else? So hopefully you kept at least one of those weights handy. You're gonna grab it now. We're gonna come all the way back down. My favorite kind of abs, weighted abs. Yes. Knees, we'll come into a tabletop position here. So knees just over the hips. As always, you are tucking the navel in, creating a little hollow there. Weight is just gonna be up above here. So inhale, on your exhale, we will crunch over the knees. Hold for a second, inhale, release. Exhale, crunch, inhale, release. So make sure on this one that you are keeping head and neck nice and neutral. Sometimes what I will see is that people really throw a lot of head into it. Your head is heavy. It can help you with a bit of momentum, but it's going to be at the expense of your neck, which is responsible for holding the weight of that big old thing. So make sure that you're lifting with the abs and not using the head to power. For 3, 2, we're gonna hold our crunch on this last one, and we're just gonna do a really slow bicycle. So exhale, extend right leg, inhale back in. Exhale left, inhale in. Retract the shoulder blades as much as possible. So you're just gonna be holding on to that nice little burn in the abs as we take that slow bicycle. Always just ending in tabletop position, so don't pull the knees in too far. And the nice thing is that weight should be at about that level. So it's creating a little barrier. And go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to tabletop. I want you to extend the right leg. Take the weight just in your right hand. We're gonna crunch, reach around. So you're just passing it around that left leg, crunching every single time. So you could easily pass that weight without crunching, but what would be the fun in that? Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Side 2. So left leg extends, weight comes to the left hand. We reach up and around. Here's 4. Knees back to tabletop. So now, still going with the theme of that weight pass, we're just going to pass with a little bicycle. So just passing through the center, bicycling the legs. You can keep head, neck, and shoulders lifted here. Alternatively, if you need a little rest, just lay them back down for 8. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! And bring it down. Quick little rest here. So head is going to go back down here. Knees coming back to a tabletop position. Weight is reaching straight up above, but retract the shoulder blades down. Inhale. On your exhale, we're going to extend both legs. Arms will go overhead. So you don't have to go too far overhead there. Like, you don't have to touch the weight to the floor or anything. Just a little drop will do you. And then with the legs, as always, I say it so many times, but be really conscious of that angle. The lower you go, the harder it's going to be. And we want to make sure that the lower back stays forever in contact with the mat. So really staying tight, tucking navel in for 4, 3, 2, keep it long on 1, take the weight back up over the chest here, and you're just going to give me a little flutter kick. So you can be bent at the knees there, but the movement still will come from the hips. So squeeze the navel as tight as possible here, even tighter than you were before, and give me 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels together. Keep that weight where it is. I want you to see if you can bring shins to the weight. Inhale, back to that diagonal. Exhale, touch. Inhale, release. We touch. So it's not about the drop down. It's about that lift, that tuck in. You could always have a little bend in the knees here as well. This is such a killer for lower abs. So if you're feeling that burn, keep feeling it. Appreciate it. And go for 3, 2, and 1. And bring the feet all the way down. Extend both legs out long here. Feet are flexed, hip distance apart. Inhale. I'm going to give you a few options here. Inhale. Let's start with the weight coming overhead. And then you're just going to use the assistance of that weight to pop up here, lift it up at the top, slowly roll back down. So you'll always keep the weight away from your body. If you want to make it a little harder, you're going to pull that weight in closer. So pull it in closer, still press up overhead, roll down with it in toward the chest. So hardest you can go is basically with it just right at the chest there. So you can really experiment with it there, but we are taking these super, super slow and controlled. This is our final little ab push. Hooray! Give me 2 more here. So just a little bit more, and you will have completed our first bar routine of 2020. Hooray! Last one, we're gonna stay up at the top. Put that weight back off to the side here. And really quick power finale here. Legs out long. In fact, actually, let's give the hips a quick little stretch here. So just drop the knees to either side here, just to make sure that we are ready and there are no excuses when it comes time to do this. Now, legs out long again. Arms reach out long as well. Lift the chest between biceps. Give the shoulders a big shrug back. Keeping back nice and long, crown of the head lifted, chin lifted. You're going to take a little lean back. So find a little shake there. Just hold it. Drop a little lower. Hold. Keep breathing. And give me 3, 2, 1. Press up. Good. Give it a quick little shake out. Now we add to it. We grow, we expand, we evolve. Hooray. Again, setup is the same. We're going to take that little lean back. This time, reach right arm nice and long. So you're lifting the chest with it. Hold it there. And release. Left arm. Lift, release. Let's do that right arm again. Lift, release, left. Finally, both arms, shazam, hello. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1, and reach it forward here. Just a nice little power finale. little shake just in case you missed it. And let's give the legs a nice little stretch out here. So go ahead, flip around. And we're gonna start by taking the left knee to the left thumb here. So we're coming into a pigeon. So left heel is gonna be near that right hip. You could always go out a little bit farther, so taking the shin parallel to the front of your mat if your hips are feeling super bendy. But in any case, I want you to take a little bit of a turn in this. So we have a tendency to really open up to one side between the legs. I want you to turn toward that left leg, pull the left hip back, and then we're gonna drop down over that left leg. So on a diagonal. Usually we would go into the center, not so this time. So we're just giving the hips a little bit more of an opportunity to square up. And if there's like a little gap between you and the mat, that's fine. That is fine. Hold it there for a second. And then go ahead and press it up. So you're gonna drop the weight, pow, onto that left hip, wrap the right leg all the way around the top here, and we'll stack the knees. So pull the heels out away from you a little bit so knees can stack. If that's too much, just go wherever you can. So as close as you can to that. And then just sit nice and tall, ground out here, so give it a little wiggle, and then you can press forward into it. I like to take a little bit of a sway side to side just so I can find the extra tight parts of my hips and give them a little bit more attention. Okay, so we're gonna keep that left foot in front now. You can just take that leg right in front of you. Right leg now is going to come behind, yeah? So both knees are going to be pointing in one direction, just kind of wrapping around like arrows, and you're gonna drop back here. So hands will come behind you. Be conscious of the right knee on this one. If that knee is really, really sassy, stay up a little bit higher, don't push it, but you should feel a big, big stretch in the hip. Big, big stretch. If you are super bendy, and again, if the knee is okay, you might want to lower down to the forearms. It is an option. Big quad stretch as well. Big quad energy. And go ahead and release there. And then we're just going to take it in reverse for the other side. So you're going to take that right leg in front. Left comes behind. We'll start from this one. So just exactly the opposite of last time. Press back into it. So you'll find when you've hit the spot, if you're too far forward, you're not going to feel it. You really got to go back over that one. Again, option to lower to the forearms. Breathe through it. Like when you first hit it, it feels like whoo, but then you can kind of relax into it. Stay there for a while. Not forever. And then go ahead, wrap that right leg closer around you. Take the left leg over the top so knees are stacked. Sit nice and tall there. Maybe lean forward into it, give it a little wiggle out. And then we'll take that left leg back around and magically find ourselves in a right side pigeon. Amazing. So again, we're gonna take that slight twist toward the right here. So you're pulling right hip back and then drop down over that right leg. So just flattening out there as much as you can. Nice deep breaths, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out through the mouth. Good, and then go ahead, press up out of it. We'll take soles of the feet together here. So knees just nice and wide. Opening up the chest as well, pressing it through. Give it a little wiggle out there. Good. Any comfortable seated position here. Cross one arm in front of the chest. Take that hand between the shoulder blades. And release other side. Cross. Hand between the shoulder blades. Press down. Both hands together behind the back, open up the chest, nice and tall. Take a big deep inhale. Exhale, release. Give it a little shake out. And that is you guys done with our first bar routine of 2020. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. If you did, make sure you let me know by giving it a like, and of course clicking subscribe and letting me know which videos you would like to see more of in the future. I will see you in the next one. Bye.